on this episode we're going to be looking at running the conduit and doing all the pre-wiring for the van. So this sort of conduit piping is going to go behind most of the metal work in the van. Afterwards I'm going to be putting the insulation over the top. The reason we're doing that is, one, these sort of wires running through the van, if you just had those next to all the edges in the van, what's going to happen is over time those are going to rub against the sharp edges and that could potentially break the wires. The other reason is if you wish to add anything in the future, you've already got these pipes in place, you can just thread a new wire through. I've got a range of sizes. I'm going to use majority 25mm conduit, but I've also got a bunch of other smaller sizes as well, which I took from my old van. So most of the wiring wise, I'm going to have my batteries down in the bottom corner, and the majority of my electrical cupboard is going to be sort of up here in my fused switchboard. And then from that I'm going to have them either going along the back of the van and running down the sides. I'm not going to reuse Ford's original sort of conduit for the actual vehicle's wiring loom. There's not really much space in there, but I can't get rid of it, so that's going to be built into the back of the cupboards. For the time being, I'm just going to zip tie these in place so that I don't lose them, and then label them up. To keep this originally factory installed conduit because it's quite a nice big panel up here, so I'm probably going to take these panels off and do my best to make this bit of wiring loom sit up here, because when my battens are in it's probably going to hide them, and then I'm going to run my conduit into this bar behind the back. So hopefully if I can take these clips off I can move this wiring loom up a fraction and have it sitting up here instead. I don't actually need these light fittings, so I'm going to remove them and I can then tidy these cables away a little bit more. Some of the reasons I don't want these installed is one, I don't want the lights coming on every time I open a door in the living area, and two, having rented a big Ford Transit before like this, I found out if you leave the doors open long enough some of these lights can stay on and flatten the battery, and I've had that happen a couple of times. I'd rather the battery didn't flatten, so I'm just going to remove them. No, mind the tripod! Get out! Leave! Bastard. Work for yourself. No. No. Atlas, sit! Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. So one of the things I'm also doing, I've got the main wires will be running sort of within the insulation and the conduits, and then I'm going to have some things like reading lights and USB ports. I'll probably be fixed the ply itself and then just have unsheathed the cable behind them on the panel going into conduit that then goes into the main sort of electrical system. So one of the things I'm going to do as well is I'm going to turn this box here into a switch panel for basically controlling the lights in the vehicle and a few other things. I need to run a bit of conduit from behind here to come out here somehow. Hopefully it should all work. It's only under the headliner, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just going to put one of these little plastic glands in it just so I don't pull it through. And a lot of the other conduit as well, I'm probably going to put into panels and recess of these sort of glands, so it's more of a neater way to store them, keep them in the right place. Right, well that's 20 metres of 25mm conduit used, and I've run out, so I'm going to have to go order some more of Amazon. So that's the end of this episode. Not the most interesting episode to film, but a really, really important part of the van building process. To be able to future-proof the van for any problem you might have, or for adding additional things in, is something to be thinking about at this time of the build. So I've had my electrical diagram planned, so I know what I'm having and where it's going, so that's helped me put the conduit into the right places. Well, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.